Hello, everyone.
Good
Okay,
morning.
we are live. Welcome, Megan.
Hi.
How's everything today? You look perky today. I told you before.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm got up early this morning, up and at 'em.
Oh my God. And that actually, we're not going to talk about that today, but when it comes to, I told everyone yesterday for my Monday live, we're going to start switching it up to be Mindset Monday, alternating with Marketing Monday. And today we're going to talk, instead of doing Money Talk Tuesday, we are switching it up every other time, roughly, to Time Management Tuesday, because time management is something everybody struggles with at some point or another. So I love this topic. I have many books on my bookshelf about this. And I personally feel like I'm pretty good at time management because I'm going to give 3 tips today. It's not really time management.
I can't wait to hear it.
I wrote it in the thing, right? There's three things you must understand about time management. You really don't manage time, right? Time is time. It's 24 hours in a day. Everybody has the same amount. How many minutes that equal? How many seconds? And the bottom line is it's actually mind management, not time management. That's the way I look at it. And the minute I made that switch in my head, it was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to get any more time in my day. It's the way my mind manages that time. Does that make sense?
That makes total sense. Total sense.
So when you actually think of it that way and stop trying to get blood out of a stone that doesn't
Right.
exist.
'Cause tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You can't slow it down. You can't speed it up.
Exactly. So how do you manage your mind related to the time you actually have is trick number 1, right? Think of it, change the way you look at time management and actually start calling it mind management. If you do that, you're going to find that when you're sitting on the couch going, God, I have to do those dishes, or boy, I have to get to my desk and do that thing for work that I've been avoiding doing. Is it really time management that you're struggling with, or is it your mind management?
Right. And are you going to claim it as your own? Right? Are you going to that mind management of that perspective of I gotta go do this thing, drag your feet, or I'm just gonna go do this thing.
Right, right. If it takes I don't know about you, but I'm going to really simplify it. When I walk from one room to another, there's always something in my hand that needs to go to the other room.
Oh.
Right. So we'll be talking more about those types of real solid tips to gain more availability in your life to do the things that you're trying to do. But the first tweak I want to make, and the thing you must understand about time management, is it's really mind management. So that was number 1. Number 2 is a real big pet peeve of mine. And my friends know this about me, is to cut out the narrative. So I'm going to give an example. So the other day, one of my friends is writing me this whole thing about whatever, it was about another person, right? So it's like, blah, 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 and she and this and that. And all I wrote was, that has no relevance to me. And she's like, yeah, but, da, 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 da. I'm like, nope, no relevance. Like, I am not going to spend any of my valuable time when I have set other goals in my life to waste on this narrative. So I make a decision on what I need to accomplish in the conversation. And yes, I'm a little cut and dry. And I'm not always like that. If I'm not working and it's my time off, I will be a little looser. But it's also not going to be a time where I'm complaining about not having any time.
Right.
You're complaining all the time about how you have no time. Stop and listen to yourself.
Right. Like, how much time are you spending doing that? And then what's the intention? What's the point of the complaining? Are you truly trying to get something off of your chest to heal it and be done with it and put it away? Or are you complaining because it's a habit? Let's be honest. Sometimes it's just a stinking habit.
Yes, you start to live the reality of, I'm always complaining. I'm always talking too much. I'm always saying extra things that are unnecessary. And listen, it's fine if you're in a social conversation and that's the intent of, you're out to dinner or you're on the phone just for pleasure. But if you're then complaining you don't have any time to grow your business, or you don't have any time to get things done in your life that you need to get done, it's one of the things you want to look at is to cut out that narrative and start really listening to yourself. When I tell you I can point this out to almost everyone when they start complaining about time, well, you just spent an extra 20 minutes on the phone with me. That would have been completely unnecessary. And I would have been fine if you would have said, listen, gotta go, because I have to get on to the next thing, because there's a certain amount of things I have to accomplish, which all goes back to mind management. It's like, if this, then that, go back to number one, go back to number one, go back to number one. Everybody, just go back to number one. It's actually mind management.
Comfortable cutting off somebody's conversation saying, I'm really sorry, I don't have time for this. There's
plenty of very polite ways. You know what? Can I call you later when I'm done with what I have to get done, and we can talk about that more, right? I do this all the time, and it doesn't make me rude. It just makes me efficient. So there are ways of saying things that can help you accomplish that goal without being rude. And I think people get used to it once they know you and you've implemented this. They'll get to know you, right? So I used to have, I was an art consultant in the car all the time with 500 pieces of artwork in the car, accessories, framing, driving to people's houses. And I had staff that sometimes we'd go off on personal conversation in the office, which was my house. I had a showroom in my house. And at one point I thought, we're just not accomplishing everything I need to accomplish. We're talking too much during the day, right? So I started saying to the staff, listen, I'm all for hearing about my children, your children. It's part of the joy of working together. However, I'd like to get it before hours or after hours, or if we're in the car together, when there's nothing we can do, right? We're driving. So, and at first, I'm sure it was like, all right, fine. But like when I thought about it, and I teach this all the time to my clients who have staff, when you add up your hourly rate, their hourly rates, and you sit there for a half an hour shooting the shit about your children and about your spouses and about what you did over the weekend, how much did you just spend an hour where you didn't get work done? I mean, as a CEO of your business, you have to be aware of these things. And it's okay, just like if you worked in an office, before you get to your desk, you're at the coffee maker, you're having some personal conversation. But when you get to your desk, it's time to work. And it's okay.
I love that calculation. I love that calculation because it does give a lot of perspective immediately. Like when I worked at my last job as a controller, I mean, sitting in the office, like you started this meeting 5 minutes late, you have your entire staff here. That just cost you $1,200 to be 5 minutes late.
Yes, exactly.
Really?
Yeah, right. So, you're the money lady, right? It costs you a lot of money. So cut out the narrative. And it all goes back to mind management. If you think of it the way it's actually costing you money and it's costing you achieving something in your life, if you cut out the narrative or select times where narrative is okay, so you're again controlling how long it is, it makes a huge difference in your life. And I know there's certain people who are going to be like, oh man, she's a cold bitch. But no, I'm not. I just know I have a ton of accomplishments I want to make in my life. And this is something that is a waste of my time, especially Monday through Friday when I'm trying to achieve those. Okay, topic number 3. This all comes back to making a true decision about what is important in your life.
I love this one so much.
Right?
I love this one. Yeah.
It's like if you don't make a true decision, then you're always going to be the person who goes, well, I'm going to try to.
Yeah, I need to do this thing. I kind of got to get going on this thing. I want this to happen. Is it going to really happen? I don't know, but I'm going to work on it maybe a little bit next time I get around to it.
Yeah. So with my one-on-one clients, and I have a post-client group where they've worked with me for a long time, but they still want to work with me. So we meet every Monday morning, and at the end of which I go, what are you getting done over the next week? And when I hear, well, I'm going to try to, I'm like, I'm like the buzzer. I need a buzzer. No, that word try is not going to accomplish what you actually want to accomplish. And listen, I'm the master of this when it comes to losing weight and eating better, so I get it. But you have to have in your life this month, in the next 90 days, what are your priorities? And what are you actually going to make a true decision about getting done? And I remember when I first started this business, I was so overwhelmed. I ran one business. I was still an art consultant. Then I upped this business at the same time. And I started, not managing my mind, which then equated to my time very well. And I did this exercise that I created now for everyone else. It's free. It's called Time Management for Busy Growing Entrepreneurs. It's free on my website. I'll post a link underneath. But I had decided, what are my priorities over the next 90 days? And everything that I do has to relate to one of those priorities, or I'm cutting it out.
There weren't 20 things on that list, though, either, were there?
No,
I got your priorities. You probably got rid of some things that you thought were important, but really, this is it. These are the three.
These are the three. Right. So when I say, I love watching TV, I'm a big TV watcher when I let myself watch TV. But when I was growing this business, I thought, what do I have to cut out? So I monitored my time for 3 days, which is what this exercise does for people, helps you monitor your time. And then I compared it to my goals. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I'm sitting on my ass watching TV, or there's TV on in the background where it's distracting me. So I made a decision. I made a true decision not to watch TV at all, unless I was cooking, folding laundry, or if it was after 10 o'clock at night. And oh my God, that true decision to cut that out changed everything. I found the ability to get so much more done during a day, where I didn't even I was justifying it. I was like, well, I deserve to be able to relax. Don't I deserve that? Yeah, okay, you deserve to relax. If that's your priority in that moment in your life, that you need to have more relaxation time, then then do that. But if that's not one of your 3 top 90-day priorities, guess what? You can actually change it by making a true decision.
Yeah, I'm all for refreshing, right? There's a point for refreshing, but then there's, when you reach it, you're like, oh, just one more episode. You're done refreshing.
Listen, I watched a ton of TV the last week because I did nothing but refresh over the last week. And then I was like, I got to get back to work. So anyway, those are the 3 things you must understand about time management. So if you're one of those people who are saying I never have enough time, listen, nobody does. There's only a certain amount in a day. But if you can actually manage your mind, cut out the narrative, and make some true decisions about how you utilize the available time that everybody has. You're no different than anyone else, right? We all have the same amount. Yes, some of us have other priorities and other things that pull on us. But again, you have to look at them and go, okay, is that one of my 90-day priorities? And if it is, that's okay. Okay, so that's my Time Management Tuesday. That's our first Time Management Tuesday.
I like it. And if you fall down, get back up again. Just
right.
because you fall once doesn't mean you have to stay down there.
No. And let me tell you something. As a coach, I know, and you teach what you have learned yourself, right? So I still struggle with the same stuff everyone else struggles with. I still find myself slipping back on a decision I made, blaming time management for the issues or things that I'm not getting to. And in the end, I have to remind myself of the things that I'm teaching everybody. No, I got to make a true decision. I got to stop talking so much.
Who are we coaching? We're coaching ourselves 3 years ago, right?
Totally. And still, right? It's not something we all 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That is a saying for a reason.
Yeah.
Right. So, all right. I hope that helps somebody today. We're going into the holiday season and there's an awful lot to do. So manage your mind, cut out the narrative, and make a true decision about how you're going to utilize the time that you do have in order to accomplish your goals. So I am starting a new group in January. The next group of the Profit Insiders for Interior Designers. So if you're struggling to grow your business and you're ready to focus on managing your time and making money and getting the confidence to charge your worth and fixing your processes, that's what that group is for. So reach out. We're taking applications now because it's not for everybody. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thanks, Megan.
Thank you, Nancy. Take care.
Talk to you soon. Bye.